Veterans and civilians alike came together in Old Town this morning to honor the memory of the fallen. VFW Post 3381 held a ceremony in Riverfront Park. It capped off an early morning of visiting 5 cemeteries in surrounding towns. Members made some remarks before laying a wreath and flowers at the memorial dedicated to Old Town residents who made the ultimate sacrifice.
I think it means different things to different members, but especially in the VFW, the guys that have served in those austere foreign environments, it's knowing that, you're paying the tribute to maybe the friends that you've lost or the people that came before you, and also probably inward looking that you'll be remembered as well.
Now, usually the ceremony precedes a parade, but that was canceled this year. We're told the decision was due to a lack of volunteers. However, Zach Poulin says the VFW hopes to team up with other local organizations to bring that parade back next year.